That's right. Well, this program really had overwhelming demand from day one, which is why you're seeing so many small businesses scrambling right now, as 1.6 million of these loans have been approved and assigned that SBA E-Tran number from nearly 5,000 lenders, completely exhausting this $350 billion fund. Now, many questions remain. What happens to these businesses that started the process with their banks? Do they get to stay in their place in line? What amount of aid would even be enough to service the nation's 30 million small businesses when this $350 billion went to just 1.6 million loans? Also, how much aid has actually been paid out? We continue to ask. The CEO of the Consumer Bankers Association estimated yesterday tens of billions of dollars in aid had been paid out, adding that banks really had a horrendous start with the SBA. Now, as lawmakers continue to work on a deal toward an additional round of funding, we caught up with Senator Shaheen of New Hampshire, who's really concerned about allocations of aid in this next wave of funding going to the business owners that need it most.
We need to address some of the concerns that we discussed when we were framing this program around how do we prevent businesses who may not need the money as much from getting into the queue and getting those dollars. And that, I think, is an ongoing challenge as we think about the next round of funding. How do we ensure that it goes to the businesses and workers who need it the most?
Another astonishing stat here from the SBA saying that it has now processed 14 years worth of loans in under 14 days, which is really something, just the size and scope of this program. You know, there have been many criticisms on the way that this rollout has gone, but that is a huge number for the administration to put out.
You know, Kate, is it true that they're not accepting more applications, or what exactly is the status right now? Because to your point, if basically nearly 2 million out of 30 million small businesses were able to get funding, what about the other 14 out of 15 who I assume are going to want some assistance as well?
I mean, absolutely. We were saying earlier, Wells Fargo said it would continue to work on applications and then submit them to the SBA when a next wave of funding comes through. But you do need to go through the SBA's E-Tran system and get a loan approval number from them before they kick that back to the bank, and then the bank can fund your loan. So there does need to be more funding before the SBA can continue to process. They alerted lenders this morning they could no longer accept applications because the funding ceiling did get hit this morning. So that's where it stands right now, and if and when Washington comes up with a new round of funding, then they can start processing those loans moving forward.